Everybody wave. Hi everyone and welcome. We made it to the Roots of Ragnarok, episode 2. We might have stable internet today so that we can get through the entire session. Maybe. We'll see. So we'll call it like episode 1.2, like, or something of the matter. But welcome everyone. Thank you all for coming. We're gonna start off with just going around and have everyone introduce themselves and their characters, and their emotions, and then we'll do a recap of my end. So we will start first with Witty Mitchie.
Hey everyone, I'm Witty Mitchie, and I am playing Melody Applebride. She is a half elf bard culinarian, um, and I'm super duper excited to see what trouble she gets into this time around.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. Next we have Fairy.
Hi. I'm Fairy. I'm playing Malkatsky. She's a communist tabaxi monk who is specializing in drunken master. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I plan to get up to shenanigans.
Awesome. All right. Next we have Jen.
I'm Jen. I'm playing Arissa, the Orc Warlock.
Nice. I'm gonna turn you guys up. It seems you're a little bit low. All right, Arissa the Orc Warlock, and thank you so much. And last but not least, we have a member of our mod squad, Lich Smash.
I am Litzmas. I go by Litz or Chris on the internet. Uh, I play Tal Kane. He's a barbarian voidwalker subclass. He's just along for the ride. He's pretty dumb, but pretty pretty.
There you go. And if you guys are interested in the Culinary Bard, the College of Culinary, or the College of Cuisine as it's called, or the Planeswalker Barbarian, these are part of our community on Discord where my very, very good friend and my Dungeon Master, Jamie, is creating a compendium and these are some of the subclasses that are within it, so please join our Discord and check it out. And hi everyone, my name is Val. This is my channel. I'm your Dungeon Master today. That's what I'm doing. Shit. I wasn't ready for this. No, I'm ready. This is a viewer effective game, just to let you know. So with your bits, subs, and donations, you can help affect the game in a positive or a negative way for the players or the Dungeon Master. For every 100 bits that you donate, 5 per person, you can give a luck point or a reroll to one of the players or myself. With every subscription that you give or gift, you can give a nat 1 or a nat 20 to either of us. And for like $5 straight up money, you can just cold hard PayPal cash. You can give me like a little minor plot point. You can name an NPC. You can give me an idea. Like that's what this is about. Which I am the only person here who probably doesn't have my spreadsheet up. But without further ado, I'm gonna take us away. So last time the party was involved in a sort of a ruckus in the city of Reno, where they were attending a parade that was dedicated to the winter cycle starting and the moon and fertility and all of the wonderful stuff, like the stuff that winter kills but then reborns sort of things. And they thought that they had witnessed the assassination of the head priestess of Selrune. And upon their investigation, they ended up being interrogated by the police. And whose names I do not recall but are written down, these lovely officer names. Greenwich Street, Tall Cane, Melody, Applebride, the Orange Door, Tall Black Hair. Right? There were stuff. There were 2. Oh, one was named Alba because I imagined he looked like Idris, and the other random guy by the name of like Durin or something like that. So these 2 police officers interrogated them. However, one of them sort of recognized you as you guys had done a job together with to save a blacksmith's daughter, as you do in Fantasy World, and was able to trust you with the information since you seemed to be investigating anyway, that this was, that the person that was killed was not the head priestess, but in fact a body double, because there has been people going around assassinating the priests and priestesses of Selroot. So essentially what you guys have been tasked to do is to travel to the town of Greymore to investigate yet a priestess, the death of a priest that occurred there a few days ago. Upon going to sleep that night, Arissa ended up with some crazy fever dreams of elves and gods and God knows what, like, happening in essentially what looked like an ocean in the Underdark. It's very strange, like, probably wondering what the, what was slipped in her daiquiri that day. But we'll, listen, I've been to New Orleans, I know. And without further ado, you guys take it away as you wake up this probably early-ish morning, or so you wake up because the stream pretty restless, right?
Yeah.
As you guys wake up in the morning, putting your hand on and telling everyone it's time to get up. What do you all do?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get dressed, and I'm gonna do some cute kitty cat stretches, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and find some food.
Arissa
Okay.
will follow you down once she's dressed and grumbling to herself and sits down next to you.
Melody's already causing trouble in the kitchen.
Early riser, I see.
She's she finally convinced the chef to let her cook breakfast for her friends at least.
Okay.
So but like the chef is kind of judging her because she's just standing there singing while cooking.
See,
Tal took an extra 15 minutes to wake up and just kind of stumbled up to smell of food.
mm-hmm. Nice. Essentially, like, Melody, with how you convinced, it's not necessarily the actual chef that's there working breakfast, because the chef is definitely the dinner person. You're unfortunately dealing with the sous chef, or fortunately for you. And the sous chef, is a new hire, and just assumes that you work there.
Works for
It's
Melody.
like, like you're here to do a shift. I understand. Please, like, and it's just like kind of like shows you like where everything is, and is like, you know, while you do this, I'm just gonna go and do the paperwork, because that's what the shoe chef does, is the paperwork. It's like, you know, just keep up the great work. He like pats you on the back. He's a dwarf. Like pats, like, has to reach up and pat you on the shoulder, and it's like, great, now I don't have to reach up for all the knives. I have you here. So, and he's gonna leave you to go into the back office in order to go through inventory for his orders. Hi, I'm not married to a chef at all.
I was like, Melody's just not gonna correct him. She's gonna be like, all right.
Yeah. And the rest of you that are at the bar, you have the morning, or the table, you have like the morning wench, who comes up to you and looks at you, Arissa, and it's like, my darling, you are not looking good today. Did you sleep alright? Were our beds adequate?
Just look up at her and glare before I say, your beds were fine. I just had a bad dream.
Oh, yeah, that'll do that to you. I heard it was also just a terrible night last night. I was sleeping because I had to work this morning, but I heard that there was like an assassination. Was that true?
Stare at her, then look to your cat. Are all humanoids this chatty in the morning?
I am in the morning, but you know. So yeah, there was kind of an assassination yesterday. The high priestess died. It was a whole shit show. It was just terrible. I didn't see anything though.
She
But,
looks super
you know.
confused. Kinda. Someone was either assassinated or they weren't. This isn't like.
Well, she died.
Okay.
Kind of assassinated.
You know, just for
I mean,
shits and
I
giggles,
wasn't there, so I personally didn't see it happen.
You
so,
actually were there, but you just didn't see it.
hey, I didn't see anything.
No, you didn't.
Nothing.
But for
That-
shits and giggles, go ahead and roll me a deception, please. Because you're technically lying. Because you know that she's alive. But go ahead. It's not a high DC. Okay, you're fine. And, you know, she's just like, oh, yeah, of course. And, like, at this point, is just realizing Arissa just needs coffee, so she's just gonna pour it in your mug.
Yeah, I'm just glaring at her like she's too loud.
And, you know, looking very apologetic because she's probably been up since 4 a.m. Like, and, you know, you are the first people awake, so you're the first humans, in quotation marks, that she's probably talked to all morning. That isn't the dwarf sous chef, and of course the half elf that she assumed just works there at this point. But yeah, no, you guys. What's your plan? What are after as y'all are gathering around and Melody brings out? What do you bring out for breakfast? And is this one of your bard abilities?
I would like it to be. So
Yeah.
it's bacon and pancakes because I have the bacon pancake song stuck in my head right now. But so she's bringing that out. I'm just trying to see here, reading about the culinary creations real quick again to refresh my memory.
I have to bring it up too, so don't feel bad. I didn't have
Okay.
it.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm also the worst.
Oh, the culinary creations. Okay, it's the first one that I have up. Makes it easier to find. Morsel of food.
There we go. College of Cuisine. At third level, you've gained the ability to quickly conjure magical refreshments for you or your allies. As a bonus action, you can expend the use of your bardic inspiration to magically create a small flagon of ale or a morsel of food. The food or the drink is a consumable magic item that can be used as an action. When a creature consumes a culinary creation, roll a bardic inspiration die. The creature regains a number of hit points equal to the number rolled. As your charm modifier, once consumed, the food and drink is used up. A culinary creation loses its magical potency if it has to be consumed within an hour of being conjured. It's at 6 it's at level 6 you get your inspirational feast.
Got it.
So you don't really have anything right now. It's probably not good to conjure it just yet. So
No, it's
yeah.
just food.
Yeah, it's just food. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So bacon and pancakes. Just bringing
Bacon
it out.
and pancakes.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
with
the
real
bacon
maple
pancake song.
syrup because
Yes.
I'm gonna get the waitress, the wench, whatever,
the
to
wench.
bring me a coffee with cream liqueur.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's other types. She looks at you as like, there's other types of cream.
Oh, you silly human. Go. Be gone. Go get me my drink.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I'm sorry, Miss Katsky. Like, as she like goes and like gets you your coffee and stuff, and kind of looks at Melody. It's like, oh, is your as you like sit to eat with your friends, is your shift over?
There's no one else really here.
Well, I guess it's just because nobody is awake yet. I just didn't realize that you, were also eating breakfast with this. Do you work here?
She does. Where's the butter?
It's on the table. Oh man, I'm trying my best here. It was a crisis. I'm just in the start. I'm just a winch. Tip your waitress, please.
Reach
I'll
for the
turn
butter
to
and just put it on my pancakes.
I'm gonna ask her what a tip is.
Oh, it's additional payment to the service industry.
Oh, why aren't
Workers.
you getting it paid enough as is?
Listen, this is a complicated socioeconomic system that sometimes like unfortunately we operate like North America and not like Europe. So
Yes, where 12.5% is the standard.
But yes, so you guys are gathered around your table, eating, drinking your coffee, having breakfast. What do you guys talk about? What do you do?
So we're making our way across the lands. I assume you know the way.
Where are we going next?
Slow turn to Katsuki. We are investigating the deaths.
Yeah, but like, where are we going next? Like, we talked to the cops, or I guess they talked to us. Do the cops usually just hand out like, you know, jobs to random people? Because I don't know if that's really what they should be doing. For all they know, we could have been the ones who killed them.
Did you kill them?
I mean, no, but they don't know that.
Then nothing to be worried about. Eat your food, little cat.
Okie dokies.
Litz
gonna
has a
start
rare
munching on the,
moment of near clarity.
the
They
bacon.
did say Greymore, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I've not been to Greymore, so I will need your guidance.
Does anybody have proficiency in survival or history?
Beep, beep, beep. History I do, but not survival.
I have a check mark next to history.
Then yes, you have
History.
proficiency. Go ahead and roll me that history then. Just
Okay.
because in characterly, yeah, Rissa definitely doesn't know.
I don't
like,
know.
I really need
I've
your help.
been across the sea.
But yeah, no, Melody, like, you're a noble in this city state, so of course you know where Greymore is. It is a town on Lake Greymore, just about northeast of you. It's on the other side of the subcontinent / island. It is probably, especially in the winter, a 3 days journey on foot.
So she conveys that information to everyone.
But there's a road we can follow, yes?
Yes.
Do we
Then
have a
should
map?
Set out. Yes, a map and setting out. I am ready. This is not ready. She's not packed.
Is there, before you guys set out, is there anything in this city that you guys wanted to do to shop? Did you
Winter clothes, stuff against the cold.
It's definitely, thanks guys. It's definitely a, you guys have winter clothes because it is winter, so I would assume that just like winter clothes is part of your clothing attire normally right now. I wouldn't suspect that you guys were walking around naked, and essentially is the equivalent of
in summer clothes in winter.
Yeah, this is a southern hemisphere island, so this is like May-ish, I'm thinking, as far as the or the equivalent of November in the northern hemisphere. Let's just put it that. That's what the weather looks like. But yeah, you guys have clothes. You're fine with that. But other than that, you can leave the city and begin your journey if that's what you want, or whichever you need.
2 thumbs up from Cat.
Did you guys want to travel on foot? Did you want to see about traveling with anyone else that possibly was leaving or heading that way?
Let me look something up.
Okay. Because usually there will be, you guys would know that people traveling, there's also people who need like guards, like caravans that need guards, and usually that kind of stuff is like at the gate of the city. If you want, it's like, hey, like, is anybody... So you can travel and get paid simultaneously. Or you can just travel by yourself if you want. It might be quicker to travel by yourself. But there is... Again, there's options for you.
How much would it be to rent a horse and carriage? Like...
Oh, God. To rent a horse and carriage?
Rent. Like, rent, just like a basic... Isn't it like free CP per mile?
Well, we're not going to get too much into the math, but to rent a horse and carriage, one, it depends on where you're going, and if, like, that rental service has, like, a station there.
So it's different rules here.
Yeah, it's yeah, kind of thing. So it's just sort of like, kind of think there's like this program in like the States where you could just rent like a Winnebago to travel across, but you have to bring it to like those stations, so you, instead of bringing it back. So there are like those things where it's like, I can rent a horse and buggy for like 4 gold a day or something to this one, and it's like a one-way between Reno and Greymore, a one-way between Reno and Viscay, or stuff like that. Like, you could do that.
An enterprise, a cart and horse.
I think that would probably be a good idea.
I will put 5 gold towards this idea.
Okay.
I'll match that.
Okay, so that's 10 gold. And it takes about 3 days to get to Greymore, so you can... that's about it, yeah. You guys should be able to pay your way to Greymore by renting this horse and buggy. And a lot of it is just like, hey, we have to get this... It's like having a U-Haul. It's like, we just need to get this U-Haul to this other place kind of thing. Like, and if you will do that for us, then we will do that. But yeah, you guys are
and
able to
and stuff.
get that. Mm-hmm. Huh?
Cover insurance and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Yeah,
You guys should be able to do that, no problem. So yeah, go ahead and the two of you deduct your 5 gold
Yes.
each.
Arissa will pick like a spotted, like brown and white mare with those bright blue eyes. You know, ghost horses. They're not called horses, ghost horses. But
Roll
that's
me
what I
like
call
roll me an investigation on these horses, to see what kind, like, if there is one that's like that.
7.
You're looking. You're just like, I want this horse. I need this horse, but like you just see a sea of like brown horses. Like,
These horses are dull and boring. Katsuki, go find a nice one.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna roll an investigate.
yeah, go ahead. So you're able to. So apparently, Arissa was just looking at like one row of horses and just never turned around. And like, as she like looks down at you and it's like, meow, go find us a better horse. You just like tap her shoulder and like point behind you, and there is the almost exact match of the horse she described. Like,
You are good at finding things.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're happy.
do you guys know how to operate land vehicles? Do you have proficiency in those? No.
You know what? No, we're gonna find out.
It's going to be a learning experience.
It will be a learning experience. So you guys...
How much is it to hire a driver?
To hire a driver? Let's say, like, the guy who's running it, he's like, he's a human, because this is a mostly human. He's like, well, I got one guy. But but his brother has to go with you.
What's with the brother?
It's, they just come in a pair. They never travel without each other.
Are they brothers?
Does that cost extra?
No, but he just might put some stuff on your wagon.
What kind of stuff?
He has his own, like,
Are they
package.
drug mules?
No. But maybe. He's like, no. He's a mailman.
We are
That's-
drug
that's-
mules then.
Yeah, drug mules.
He's a mail. So he's like, it's all legal business, okay? Like, I don't know. It's not my business. He's just a mailman. He has packages, but he can drive for you. And he's like,
Business is legal business if you're not getting caught.
he's like, hold on a second, as he like gets up from like his like little desk area and kind of like goes to the back and opens the back door that's outside, and he goes, Kevin, I need you to drive somebody. Yes, Patrick can come. And so from this door emerges a gnome with a shit ton of weapons on him. And behind him, like, just a wolf. And Kevin, with his pupils dilated, looks at you and he's like, hey, what's up? Heard you guys need a driver.
Is your brother the wolf?
Yeah. How did you guess? That's really good.
Kevin will get us killed.
I like Kevin. Come on.
Kevin too. He seems like a real chill dude.
Oh yeah, man, I'm chill as fuck. You look
Melody is just like, just gonna sort of goes like back to putting her stuff in away.
It's like, don't worry, I'm really, really good with animals. I was raised by wolves. So,
You a wolf?
huh?
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm not a
wolf.
wolf. I'm a gnome.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
He like squints his eyes. How many fingers are you holding up?
I'm holding up none.
He's like, well, what do you count as a finger?
He's okay to drive us then.
Everyone is just like all exchanging looks. Like, okay. He's like, all right,
Kevin, time to come with us.
oh yeah, totally, yeah. Okay, I got some things to load onto the cart. Some packages, but where are we going?
Graymore.
Oh man, I got a package
As
for
my
Graymore
friend
actually.
says.
Important package for Graymore. Just hold on a second. Oh man, that's a nice horse. See, like pats the horse's knee because he's a gnome. Like, and the
Cal
Sugar
helps him
Plum
look.
doesn't like knee pats. Pat her nose.
well, if you could pick me up, I could.
And pick him up by the scruff of the neck.
Oh, thanks. And he pats the nose, and the horse enjoys it. Like Kevin really does have an affinity for animals. It's almost as if he's a ranger. Like,
Kane helps him load.
you gonna help him load? Cool. Yeah, he has like he has a good he doesn't have a lot of packages, but they are pretty large for a gnome. Go ahead and roll me, like, as you're loading, like, roll me a perception, please. I'm anticipating your perception check, Lich. Are you there? Did you die?
Lich died.
Did Lich die? Did he re-die?
While Lich comes back to life, can I ask Kevin the gnome if he's got any catnip?
He kind of like side eyes.
Sorry, I had to step out.
Oh no, it's fine. Roll perception for me. He kind of like side eyes and he's like, I got you something better. Don't worry about it. I'll give it to you on our way out.
Woohoo! And I'm gonna just walk away.
But yeah, are you there? Are you back, Lich? Cool, perception. Wow, boy, look at them nat 20s right off the bat. So you roll your nat 20, and as like one of the packages that you load is very like probably like yay thick if you're looking at me, and long, as if it might be carrying a sword. And this one is, this package in particular is addressed to somebody in Greymore by someone named Sir Thaddeus Theron. And he's like, all right, looks like the big pretty one finished loading. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Can you even climb on the cart?
He acrobats the shit onto that cart. Like, he's just like, watch this. And he does like a little pose at the top of it. He's like, come on, Patrick, let's go. And Patrick like jumps up and like sits next to him, like all proud and stuff. Just completely, totally ready to go for a ride. Yeah. It's with the four of you, it's a slightly tight fit because two of you are very large. But like the orc and the barbarian. But you're able to fit comfortably for the majority of the ride. You just kind of have to like maneuver yourself between packages as you begin your journey out of the city of Reno and into Greymore. As the lot of you get a little bit further out of town, Kevin looks over his shoulder at Mao. It's like, psst, psst, come to the front. Come over to the front. Come on.
All right. I'm gonna crawl over to the front.
He's like, Patrick scoots over so that you can get into the middle. And he pulls out a joint.
Woohoo!
and is like, just like not like, it is very clear that this gnome smokes weed. Like, and that it's how he functions. And he lights up and he passes it to you and he's like, I told you it's better than catnip.
I'll take it, and then I'll pass it back to him.
Okay. He kind of looks over his shoulder. Anyone else? Anyone else? Like, at the rest of you
That
guys.
stuff is weak. Orcs have better things than that.
He's like, where do you think I got this from?
Your weak stuff is from the south.
But orcs are from the south.
No.
He's like, this is Pineapple Express. This is clearly the stuff of the gods. Come on.
Just push him forward, make sure he's still stable enough to drive.
He's fine. Like, this is how he functions.
Kane asks Melody if she has any cookies in her pocket.
She just pulls out like a pouch of cookies from her bag, like always.
Always.
Fee takes one and just like starts munching on it.
Now just kind of steals some from you. Just sticks his head into your pocket and pulls a bunch out.
You guys begin your first day. If you guys would like to Either roll survival or you can give Kevin advantage on a survival roll, if you would like, since he is kind of navigating this road.
Give the...
Mal is so fucking high right now, she can't do anything.
Good stuff. Good stuff. He wasn't lying.
I am not gonna roll because I have a -1. I'm gonna give Kevin advantage.
Oh man, 21, and you're gonna give Kevin advantage? Okay. Cool. Great. Awesome. Between Kevin's dirty 20, the natural 21, and the natural 19, you guys are able to, despite the fact that it is starting to snow, are able to sort of like keep up with the road. And anytime Kevin kind of seems to like just zone out, you're able to like poke him and be like, "Hey, don't zone out, Kevin." It's like, "Oh, right. Sorry. I'm good. Thanks, guys. I'm really good." So, how far do you guys want to go? Do you like the travel into the night kind of people, or do you do this whole thing where you want to like stop and like hang out and tell campfire stories and stuff? Like, what kind of adventuring group are y'all?
Melody takes out her book and starts reading.
Do you have stories to tell, Kevin? You seem very interested in telling stories.
I mean, I got some stories.
Are you sure they're stories and not visions?
I have never had a vision, okay? I am just old, and I have been all over this planet, and I've seen some shit. That's why I'm here, because less citizens. But there is one thing on this road that I want to show you all. I want to show all of you.
I'm down.
Okay.
Right about the weed.
Are you ready for this? It's a bunch of naked ladies dancing by a fire.
Are you sure they aren't witches?
I mean, they could be. But who
Kane
cares?
whispers to Orissa, I think we're the camp kind of people.
They're naked. Like,
I do not understand. Orcs are naked all the time.
I know, it's great.
It's true. We have a certain freedom to it, but it's nothing out of the ordinary.
No, but I mean, these aren't orcs though. Like, these are like halfling ladies, and they just like to have like this campfire, and it's probably at the end of like today's journey even. But anyway, they like to have this campfire, and they like to do crazy dances around the fire. And like, I stumbled upon them one time because I went to like pee in the woods because Kevin doesn't like me just peeing on the road. Not Kevin, excuse me. Patrick just says I can't like pee on the road. Like, I have to like go privately, which is fine. And I ran into these ladies, and I was like, "Whoa, they're naked!" And they were like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they were like, "You can just sit and dance with us." And I danced with them. So I'm just saying, would it be okay if I went danced with them today too? Oh no, since it's on the way.
I got a question.
Okay.
Is there booze?
Well, I mean, I usually give them my stuff, but sometimes they could. I don't know. They might have booze.
Does that mean we're camping tonight?
Yeah, we're totally camping tonight. What was that?
Yeah, we're camping. We're
Do
camping.
you get your stuff back after you give it to them?
No, it's consumed.
Ah.
It's a fair trade-off. Like, I give them marijuana, and they dance naked for me.
I think you've discovered a cult, but alright.
Whoa, maybe. That's cool. I've never, like, met a real cult before, or even thought about it. I mean, I might have, I not realized it. How many cults have I run into and not realized that they were cults just because they were pretty?
You're driving the horse off the road.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on there, Petunia. Get your bottom back on there. As he like guides the horse back, and it works. Like, roll that animal handling for the ranger. It's fine. Like, as he like guides the horse back, onto the road. You guys are gonna travel the majority of the day. Do you have any roleplay conversations that you wish you have on this lovely road trip that you are having? Does anyone want to interact with Kevin or Patrick or each other?
I just know Melody's passing around cookies.
These cookies are really great, Melody. Best cookies.
Kevin loves her cookies, but he tells you, what kind of cookies are they?
Peanut butter.
Okay, he's like, your peanut butter cookies. What do you use? Are they like organic? Like, what do you use to sweeten your peanut butter with? I have to be careful what I feed Patrick, okay? Like, that physique doesn't come naturally. He's a fat ass otherwise. Patrick, I love you, but man, we've got to keep you in shape. Patrick's like,
Of course it's organic.
Okay, just making sure, because those non-organics have really bad, like, sugar substitutes are just really bad for canines, and Patrick only gets the best, as he gives Patrick half of his cookie.
I whisper to Melly, start looking up recipes for doggy biscuits.
Nice. Okay, so anything else? Just making sure. Cool.
Yeah, it kind of just gets into everybody's pockets. Cookies end up in various people's laps. He naps on the dog.
Oh yes, the cute dragon. Oh, they love each other. And Kevin loves your dragon and didn't realize it was actually fucking there until just now. He's like, oh shit, that's a dragon. Does this belong to anyone?
It is mine.
Oh man. Can I have
Question,
it?
Arissa, does your dragon get along with rats?
Oh yeah.
Then the rat's out and with the dog.
Oh my god, there's so many pets. And he's
He
like,
won't eat you yet.
oh man, you guys, I'm so glad you're traveling with me. Y'all are really fucking cool. But hey, like, I'm gonna pull this cart over, because it's getting dark. So we can, like, I know a spot. I do this route all the time. I'm the mailman, so don't worry. I know it like the back of my hand. There's look, as he pulls over, and there's a clearing that is clearly like the rest stop on this highway. Like, it's like, this is where we can camp. It doesn't look like anyone's here. As he leans over.
Okay, I need a bathroom break right now.
Go ahead. Go take your bio.
Because I have a curse called First Watts.
Oh, okay. With that, I think I will also take my bio, so that way I could, because I was gonna do a scene and then pee, and I think since someone else is bioing, I'm just gonna pee right now. Like, so, quick bio break. We'll be back here in a hot second. Y'all conspire against me or roleplay, whichever you want to do, or both. It's fine.
We'll do both. We'll do both. So.
Now we'll eat the gnome in his sleep.
No, but he has to take us to the party. I want to see the party.
After the party.
All right. You can eat him after the party.
He will enjoy that.
Wait, shouldn't we wait until he gets us to our destination?
No.
That's probably a good idea. Still a little baked. Every idea sounds good right now.
This road will lead us to where we need. We don't need the gnome.
I can't drive a carriage.
Maybe it's time to get your license in carriage driving.
I mean, I could try.
That's half the battle, little elf girl.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Catskills, correct.
So let me explain to you a reason why that just happened. I have this curse called First Watch. And past campaign I was in, I played a paladin. And I would take First Watch on the nights because I didn't have to don and doff my armor for the First Watch. And the DM always rolled an encounter every single night. So since I still had my armor on, I had a chance of at least fighting as a paladin with my armor on.
Well,
But I was blind as a bat.
oh no. So it is probably about 4:30 in the afternoon, but because this is winter, things are getting fairly dark. But
Yeah,
you do
it's dark
have
at 2.
Kevin is. Do you guys want to set up your camp first, or do you want to go with Kevin into the woods as he goes finds his naked ladies?
I'm going with Kevin to find the naked ladies.
Okay.
Melody's gonna take care of the camp.
Okay.
I'll stay and help with the camp because they need to find their way back.
All right.
I'll send Nalge with them.
What about Kane? What does Kane do?
The cat can run fast for help. I'm staying with the camp.
This is and he's like, okay, well, you guys are gonna miss out. And he's like, come on, kitty, let's go. And he's like, Patrick, you stay because I said so. And he and Mao go off into the night. Go ahead, Mao, and roll me as you're walking. Just like a little survival check for me, just to see if the two of you can navigate yourselves through the brush. Oh man! All right, Patrick.
No.
All right, Kevin. Let's see what we got here.
Ooh,
man.
Kevin!
Kevin rolled a natural 15, so he's doing pretty good. He is a ranger, so he's got at least like a +4 to this at this point.
Pseudo Dragon's like, no, it's this way.
Oh, the pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
Is your dragon's going with them?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys stay back. Mao, not. How do you pronounce your dragon's name?
Najal. I just call him Nalge.
Najal
I can't
and
say it.
Mao and Kevin begin their little trip into the into the brush, and you guys walk around about 20-ish minutes, kind of like navigating your way through, and then Kevin is just like, stop. Shh. Let's just peek first to see if they're there. Maybe you should do it.
Okay. Am I rolling a stealth?
Yeah, roll stealth. Absolutely roll stealth. Cool. That is a
Eat by a
stealthy,
pet.
very, very stealthy
Little pseudo dragon.
little pseudo dragon. Kevin didn't do too bad either. As the lot of you, let's see real quick here. Okay. And oof. Okay. 21:15. Okay, cool. So Mao, she sort of like pull the bushes to the side, very cartoony like, to see into the into this clearing. The first thing you notice is like the embers of an older campfire, probably around a few hours old, probably from this morning. But you also get the scent of blood in your nose, like as a cat, like that is just very obvious to you. And as like your vision kind of moves over from like where this fire was, you see just like lying on the ground, sort of in a ritualistic manner, lying the bodies of 5 halfling women, dead, or seem so.
I'm gonna close the bushes and turn to Kevin and be like, I think we're a little late.
Wait, what?
A
What do
little
you
late.
mean? What
Which
do
is
you
a little
mean?
late.
Late for what? What happened? Are they gone?
No, well, yeah, kinda. They're kinda gone. Yep. They're kinda dead.
What? As he like rushes past you and like pushes the bushes, and he's like, "Oh shit, we He backs away slowly and like looks at you and looks at the little dragon. It's like, what do we do?
The little dragon's just like, wow.
Do we like go like check the pulse, or do we go get the others? Like, what do we do?
Najal just kind of shrug and bound over to the halflings. Because I can be someone.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm going to run back to grab Kane and Melody, because I is a quick kitty.
Okay. Alright. You're gonna run back. While you do that, what's like what does your dragon do, like, to investigate or anything?
He'll sniff, because I think he has keen senses, so that's on perception.
Okay. You can
but
go
he'll
ahead
just
and
kind of
roll me
look
a
around.
perception smell then.
Okay.
With your
Advantage 8.
an 8. No, you're kind of smelling, and like the blood, like he just knows that the blood is fresh. But can't really like determine like the like the wounds and the carvings and stuff like that. Kevin is gonna wait and sort of like stake the place out where he's at. The lot of you see Mao. Like, how do you like present yourself getting back to camp?
Kind of like the aliens guy. There's dead bodies. We did the party went a little too hard apparently, so y'all should probably come and help.
All
Did
right.
you kill them already?
Well, we didn't kill them, but there were other people with the hacking and the slashing, and it was very gruesome.
Marissa, it's a cult. What do you expect? And I start going with Mao.
Follow after.
Melody's like trying to finish cooking. She's like,
Set it on the coals. It'll stay warm.
it's almost done. I'll meet you guys there.
Alright, Melody, you'll be a few
minutes.
rounds behind.
Yeah.
As like Mal was able to get there probably in about half the time, so like 10 minutes on her own. Where it's like it's gonna take like the 20 minutes to walk and get there, and probably around halfway you'll be about like 20 minutes behind as well, Melody.
Yeah, it's like she's just trying to finish her little like biscuit that she was making for Arissa.
Aww.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like you have Kevin there, who's like kind of squatting in the bush where you left him, and he's like, "Oh man, that doesn't look good. Do you guys want to go look at it? I don't know. Like, I love those ladies. I don't know if I could stand looking at their dead bodies."
Well, I mean, I've already seen. I think.
Yeah, but like
the
up
other two should look.
close, like I don't think I can. I don't know if I could deal with that. I'm just gonna. Shit.
Yeah, you take another hit, and you just breathe through. We'll get through it.
I'm going through some trauma right now.
The pseudo dragon sits on one of them.
On the
Sticks
bodies.
his tongue out. Yeah, sticks his tongue out at them.
Oh man. So a lot of you, do you go into the clearing to investigate these bodies?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and...
Do I sense any danger at level 2?
Danger sense. Can you link me danger sense, please? At second level, you gain an uncanny sense of things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dexterity checks against effects that will, to gain benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. That's kind of definitely more of like an in-battle thing whenever you have to like roll like
Okay.
dex checks and things like that, not necessarily like in the moment.
Spidey sense.
Yes.
Not necessarily Spidey sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like there were 5. I said 5 bodies. And they're all
Yeah, you said 5.
Yeah, they are halfling women. And they're sort of laid around in a circle, surrounding this campfire. Go ahead. What are you guys particularly investigating about these bodies will depend on the kind of check that you make.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if there's anyone that might still be around that actually killed them, because they certainly didn't kill themselves.
Right. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception for me. As you're not necessarily looking at the bodies, but looking around the area. 16. Okay. You're looking around the area. There is a fresh coat of like snow. Excuse me. So like you can't really find like necessarily like any tracks because of the snow and like the thin layer that's even like over
But broken branches or...
We're getting there, boo. But you do definitely see, sort of like towards the west side of this camp / clearing, that there does seem to be something that's sort of like barreled through the forest.
You said that the bodies were laid out ritualistically.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll a religion check since I took it as a thing?
Yes, please.
Tell me things.
Oh man, so,
almighty DM.
Yes, as you're looking around at these bodies, just like the one that's sort of like towards the north end of the campfire, is laid out a little bit differently, and as you look down, like carved onto her chest, very makeshiftly, is like this paw print, and in like scratches across it, like etched across, says "We will not be erased," just like carved into her body. And with an 18, you know that that paw print is a symbol of the god Malar. And Malar is he is a chaotic evil god that's worshipped a lot by lycanthropes. He is the god of the hunt and survival of the fittest. So lycanthropes, he has a lot of druids, a lot of clerics that are just very like savage races, not necessarily races, but like people that embrace savagery tend to worship him.
All right, I'm gonna tell all of that to the group.
Mitchie, this is when you kind of come around. You're like, oh man.
She's like, she's holding a like, little biscuit wrapped up, running towards Arissa, like, I made it.
It looks delicious. We can lay this out for the dead bodies as tribute to their sacrifice.
And then she like stops and looks around, like realizes.
There's like we told you there were dead people here.
But like didn't click completely. She's like, right. Tribute. So what happened here?
Werewolves.
Not quite sure werewolves, but yeah. Any other
cult happened. Yeah. As I get down on like next to a body, just turn it over, I'm not afraid of disease.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking them over.
Are you looking to see like maybe how they died, or
see if like there are any like marks underneath how they die? I mean, from what
go
Kat's
ahead and
told
roll
us.
a medicine, please.
Okay, medicine. Amazing.
Nice. 16 is pretty good. It actually looks like, as you looking over these bodies, there's a lot of there's some bruising from like a hard impact on top of what looks like they were also gored by tusk.
Just point out the markings. They were most likely thrown. Though the tusk marks, maybe our attackers were boar people. Or elephant people. Like the elephant people at the market we saw yesterday.
But she was so nice. They gave me those beads. It was great. I had so much fun with them.
They are nice to a point. She smiles at her own stupid little joke.
Can I get a closer examination of the tree line?
Yeah,
Where
go
they-
ahead. Go ahead.
Do I roll perception?
This will be an investigation on your end, and I know it's a little because you're digging deeper into it. So, you can maybe argue nature, if you're proficient in nature.
I'm not persistent in either one.
Okay, well then it's investigation. A 10. That's okay. I'm really glad, because that 0 would have been awful. With a 10, what are you looking for particularly with the tree line?
I'm examining how it was broken and like just not necessarily tracks, but like at what level it was seemingly bored through, like the height it was bored through. Just give me what kind of the size of an animal that was bored through, like a boar or an elephant or something like that.
With like the information that Arissa is able to give you, it's like, oh, it could be like a pig. The like height of which everything definitely kind of coincides with a giant boar. So there is a safe assumption that someone was attacked by pigs.
It wasn't the elephant lady. It was more a giant boar with the size of the breaking the trees. And I shared that with everybody.
A were-pig. Well, if they are evil, do we deal with this, or do we let it be? This
Well,
is
it's going to
not
cause a
our-
ruckus for camp.
This is true.
Problem is, can we even track it?
It is getting dark, so those of you who don't have dark vision will definitely have issues tracking. Because so it's definitely closer to 6 p.m., so it's definitely dark now.
So I'm effectively going to have to be held by the hand. And you're going to have to basically throw a torch at the thing and let me wail at it.
Or we lure it back to camp where we can see.
Melody looks at them. How are you planning to lure it to camp?
We have a cook, don't we?
You've made food.
I'd like to not be food.
I just pat Kane. He will not let you be food.
So confident.
I'm
Okay.
short for my race, but I will not let you have food be made of you.
Well, bait I shall be. I mean, I look kind of like them.
Not bait. You make the bait.
I
You
don't.
cook food for us and make it smell delicious.
Do you not see what is surrounding us? I'm one of them.
Well, you could just like sprinkle
Halfling,
some
not
spices
half
on you,
elf.
and then just go stand in the woods. It'll be fine.
Yeah, they're
We got you.
halflings.
We got
No.
you.
Yeah, they're halflings, not half elves. So essentially,
Okay.
yeah, so essentially hobbits.
Okay, so,
Yeah,
so she,
they're halflings.
There's-
Yeah,
she's
okay.
just like,
I think your eyes need to be checked.
hold on. I need food. I think I left my cookies back at the kit. You know what? Fine. We're gonna do things our way. Let's go back. I'll cook, and hopefully it shows up.
Just pat her head gently. You are smart and wise. You are good. As I make my way back to camp.
You guys just gonna leave the bodies there?
Yeah, I
Elizabeth
mean,
doesn't
like-
care.
We'll tell somebody when we get into town.
Okay.
The locked tools to dig graves, and Arissa believes in burial being exposed. So
Also, the amount of energy it would take to bury 5 bodies and then catch the whatever it is that killed them. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll just tell them when they get back.
Okay. Alright, so you're gonna leave the bodies there. Kevin is like, I mean, we could at least burn them, right? But, okay,
do you want to start a forest fire? How you're responsible for a ranger?
I mean, it's also snowing, so everything's kind of wet, so things are less likely to catch on fire, he says.
Please start a forest fire, little gnome.
No, you know what? You guys go ahead. I'm gonna give these ladies a proper place to rest because they were very nice. They were really nice to me. So
You are a strange man to dig frozen ground.
I'm not gonna dig. I really am gonna like burn their bodies.
Yes.
Like, you're gonna have to move them, and you're like tiny.
I'll get Patrick to help me.
Patrick doesn't like watching you pee on the road. Do you think he's gonna move a body for you?
Of course he will.
Look to Patrick.
Patrick's like just stands up straight, like ears perked, just like roll.
You are a strange dog.
Kevin's like, Arissa, Patrick's a wolf.
He's a dog in my tribes. Wolves are the ones that are dire.
Patrick looks insulted. Patrick's like, well, fuck you too, lady. As he like starts to like drag bodies, like get the bodies by the scruff and start like putting them in a pile as Kevin starts to cut down trees with his tiny axe to begin like a funeral pyre essentially. But you guys don't have to help him, but this is what Kevin is going to be essentially doing pretty much all night. If you guys want to go back to camp, is the plan to set a trap, is what I am
Yes.
understanding?
Yes.
Cool. How do y'all go about that?
Encourage Melody to make a very delicious smelling meal.
Melody is encouraged. She's just standing there making stew, so that way, you know, the smell's like wafting in the air and everything. While that's happening, she's just singing to herself, like, something's gonna come out, but it's okay. We're cooking food. Will last another day. And she's just trying not to cry.
Understandable? Go ahead and roll me, I guess, performance with that. Like, just to see how, like, you're singing and you're making your stuff. Oh, man. Well, the song is really bad. Um, as you're this, this is not what you went to school for. Karaoke is not your forte, and neither is songwriting. However, the food itself does whatever you're cooking does seem to kind of like aroma, like have this aroma within the air. Um, what are the rest of y'all doing to prepare for the possibility of a boar appearing?
Are there any trees that I could like climb up?
Oh yeah,
and look
there's
for?
definitely some trees. Yeah. It's
All right.
very the way that you guys are traveling through, it's not very like tall canopy foresty. It's very much like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to like the hill countries of Texas, where it's like very like short trees, like mesquite, like hill country. Um Not, like the trees again aren't very tall. They're probably at most maybe like 8 feet tall. But there are trees that you can climb in. Yes.
Okie dokie. You want me to roll an athletics or an acrobatics?
Whichever you're better at, and it's not a really high DC. It's just to make sure you don't fall flat on your face. Cool.
Yay, I didn't fall flat on my face.
Yeah,
Because
you're
that would be
fine.
embarrassing. I am a cat.
It would definitely be embarrassing.
Would proficiency in thieves' tools give me proficiency in setting traps?
Yes.
So could I take
I can
hempen
argue
rope
that.
and a small knife and set rope snares?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll thieves' tools for me. I will argue, like, unless someone has a really good argument against it, like if there's an official rule for traps, but I don't think I've ever encountered it. So
Would that be dex?
it's gonna
Traps?
tools proficiency with your dex. Yeah.
Traps are whatever you want to be.
With an 8, you don't do it. You just can't. Your fingers are so cold.
The knife slips out of my hand.
Yeah, your fingers are so cold that you just can't get like the feeling in them to be able to properly set these traps. Unfortunately.
Can I make like little spike barriers out of trees?
Like the
I don't
shrubbery?
know. Yeah, like you lay down on logs and the spikes are facing outward. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know they have a name.
Go ahead and roll me one survival to find the proper shrubbery for this.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can I have my little dragon buddy help me?
Absolutely.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so with a 15 you're able to find some pricker bushes, and it's winter and you're able to chop them down pretty well, and set them up to kind of form like a little bit of a barrier as Michi is cooking.
Yeah. I'll put them at our back so we're not surprised from behind. So
Okay.
we only have the right and left in front of us
Mm-hmm.
to
Very
guard.
good. Lich, you can't give biddies to yourself. You have to choose somebody else for that reroll.
Then give it to Melody.
Okay, cool. Nice, thank you. Alright, yeah, so you're able to like successfully kind of create this wall. It takes some time, so to do like all of that, it takes a good almost like 45 minutes to search and just really kind of get things together. Mal, since you're kind of up there in the
Yes.
trees looking about, Tabaxi, I like to rule that Tabaxi have night vision because cats see in
Or
the fucking
cats.
dark.
Yeah.
Like, why do Tabaxi not have night vision? Like, I like to rule that you guys have dark vision. I don't think it's as good as, like, Underdark
Dwarves.
things, but you at least have, like, at least 30 feet of, like, you can see black and white ahead of you easily. Go ahead and roll me perception, please, as you're looking about sort of a 10. It kind of takes you a hot minute because it's still dark. You're still probably got some high residue in you. So your eyes are dilated, so you're not seeing as well. Everything's a little bit blurry. And it's almost until, like, he gets to, like, the edge of the clearing that you see what looks like to be a man. He is dressed in, I could probably just show you guys a picture to make my life easier. He is, yeah. I will show you guys in Roll20 to kind of see this guy. He's dressed in, like, fur armor. Definitely looks like he's traveling. Has, like, a hood that's made of, like, a wolf on top. And he sort of, like, stops at the edge of your camp. Just sort of, like, waiting to be noticed, almost.
Does he notice me?
What was your stealth from before? You had a pretty good stealth up there, and he...
15.
15. Oh, yeah. He rolled pretty high on his perception from earlier. He stops kind of like at the edge of camp, and he kind of turns and he looks up at you and does like this kind of small like salute with his whatever he has weapon wise. With like his maul even. And sort of like it's almost like he's waiting to be like invited. Like he knows that you see him, and so he's just like sitting there, just like, yeah, invite me.
So, who are you?
Now all of you are out of attention because Mal is talking, and he gives a gracious bow. Gesso, I smelled something delicious from my patrol of the forest.
I don't necessarily see this, but do I hear it?
You guys can start hearing it now because there's a conversation. He's not trying to hide, and I don't think Mao is even at this point.
No, I'm just up in a tree trying to be sneaky and failing at it.
Yeah, it was good, just not good enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the pseudo-dragon pops up in front of him, sniffs him. Does he smell blood on this guy?
Does he smell blood? Roll a perception smell, please.
16.
16. He smells like the forest.
He kind of scurries back to Arissa and then sits on her shoulder, just watching him.
Could I smell the blood?
You're not up in his business.
Fair.
Yeah. It doesn't look like he has any blood on him, if from where you're seeing like matted into his armor, his fur, anything like that. He's like, you're in my domain. Am I being invited in or not?
Well, if we're in your domain, wouldn't we be the ones who need to be invited in?
You seem to have made a wall.
Well, you know what? We found some dead bodies. Typically, when people find dead bodies, they get a little, nervous.
True. Normally they leave, and I am curious to why you're staying.
Well, because those poor ladies were just dancing around naked in the forest. Who kills naked ladies dancing in the forest? Like,
I do.
So you kill naked ladies dancing in the forest.
Well,
you're not very nice.
Those particular ones, yes.
Why did you kill them? Were they in opposition to your beliefs?
Inciting. What are you inciting?
I'm rolling insight onto I know
What?
those particular ones.
Can you just repeat that? It seems like you might have broke up for like a hot second.
Those particular ones. I'm rolling insight, like.
Did he kill those particular naked ladies? Is what you're asking?
No. I guess I'm trying to figure out what he means by those particular naked ladies.
Well, you rolled a 0. So
I know, and I failed horribly.
you see this guy, and you're just like, he's dressed really cool, and that's all you can insight on him right now.
I'll insight on the same thing.
Mm-hmm. So he has approached you and is definitely admitting that he was involved in killing these women, these halflings. And he's kind of like standing at the edge of your campsite, like kind of like in the brush or whatever. You know, I'm assuming you made like that U shape kind of thing around. Not necessarily getting he hasn't been invited in, so he's not going to stay. And what was the question that Arissa asked him?
Why did he kill them? Were they against his ideologies?
Yes.
Were they also evil?
Evil. You know, if they were strong enough to survive an onslaught, this wouldn't have happened to them. We were merely testing their ideology, and they failed.
A noble resolve, but not against weaker creatures.
It's their fault for being weak. They should have gotten better. And they shouldn't have come into the domain of my lord if they, with their heresy.
Melody's just standing there, like, holding the ladle, and she just points it at him and goes, "You have something against dancing, sir?"
He kind of, like, looks down at the ladle, and his eyes follow up and up your arm and to look up at you. He's like, no, not at all.
Is it the nudity?
Are you asking me to dance?
No, we're not inviting you of any kind.
She's like staring at him, trying to decide if he's cute or not.
Is he cute? Hold on. He is above average in his appearance, so he's not ugly. Like, the question is he as cute as Kane?
I'm cute. I'm just not charismatic.
He is cuter than Kane. Like,
She just kind of stares at him and then lowers down the ladle, like, "I might be asking to dance, but not right now."
I'll turn to Millie. He killed 5 women. Are you going to dance with a murderer?
You've got terrible taste.
We need to talk about your interests, little elf girl.
He's cute.
You hear like a chuckle from him, and he's like, anyway, I'm here to wonder if you are here to challenge my lord's domain as well, or are you just merely passing through?
Who is your lord?
The god of the hunt, of course. Did you not investigate the bodies?
We did. This is
Anybody else
to make
care to
sure.
roll knowledge religion with me?
Well,
I will!
well, Mal already knows. Like, the god of the hunt is Malar. So you can
Oh wait,
say,
she shared that with us.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
something you could share. Yeah.
She did share that with us. Now I don't remember.
Yeah, that's true.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I have nothing against travelers who were merely passing through this highway. Many people come to camp at this site, and I leave them alone. What do I not take kindly?
We saw bodies and got a little interested in reinforcing our camp.
Understandable. Especially for weaker entities to be cautious.
Bristle bristles up that a bit.
You called an orc weak. You may have made an enemy.
It was funny, though.
That's debatable.
It's gonna be even funnier when she smashes your face in if you keep it up.
Oh, that'll be incredibly funny. If she tries. My question I give to you again. Are you here to challenge my lord's domain, which I do not take kindly to, or are you passing through?
I mean, you're kind of challenging us. We were just chilling. And then you decided to murder 5 ladies. We were just hanging out.
I didn't just decide. They had the offer to leave or to join us. And they seem to be enamored with their own. And he kind of like seems to grimace a bit, like his brow furrows.
What would be a roll to size him up?
God. Like size him up how?
Strength wise, like level or
Strength
something.
wise? That would be... you can roll a perception for me.
If we challenge you, will others follow?
Do you think I'm here alone?
No, that's why I ask.
Absolutely others would follow.
I don't think I have enough stew for everyone.
You're 11. He definitely looks pretty, sturdy. And I don't think an 11 could really get a feel of this, so. But he looks sturdy. He does wear armor, scale mail, so he's definitely not someone to necessarily push around. And his question still hasn't been answered.
Go away, let us talk. Small human.
I speak in Elvis. I think we should pass this.
What are you speaking? I do not understand your language.
Only, I think Mitchie can understand. Elvish right here. I don't know if Mal knows.
I'm just gonna look over and be like, what are you talking about? Like,
That's right. Cardi isn't here.
That's right.
It won't be. So it would have been like half the party, but now it's like 2 of us.
Just like speaking in Elvish. He is awaiting your answer.
Like I said, we merely set up camp. That is our answer.
Okay. Then have a lovely night. Tell your gnome friend that I'm still waiting on my order. As he kind of goes off into the night. You guys roll perception hearing for me, please. No.
This is good.
Is that anything special for me?
Hearing is for like things that do have like advantages. There are some races that have like advantage on hearing or smelling.
I don't think I have anything advantage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like the pseudo dragon has perception, has things on it. Cool, man. The highest is a 12.
And from Kane.
I don't hear anything. I'm Kat, who is deaf.
At the top. Yep. Well, 12 was the DC for this. You guys do hear like, well, Kane, you do hear kind of like as he kind of like goes off into the night, leaving you guys satisfied with your answer. You do hear like the of like things shuffling in like across the road and kind of into the night. As it sounds like they have left you, but it's still a good idea to be wary. Like, you get the feeling that you're probably going to be watched the entire night, at the very least.
We should post a watch, just as they're gonna post a watch.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Mr. Spree Killer.
I gotta take another bio real quick. Feel free to have campfire
I'm gonna do that
roleplay.
too.
And set up your watches. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Ruby.
They challenged me. Melody, can you make a nice egg dish? I've been meaning to ask you.
Oh yeah, what would you like?
Something with a cheese sauce on it. I like it. It's a human dish I've grown quite fond of.
Ooh, I got the perfect things. Give me a couple of minutes and it will be right ready. She just starts like going through all her stuff.
My dragon likes your cookies. He says he gives the impression he likes the one with the little chocolates in it.
I will make sure that I keep providing those cookies.
Yes, he thinks you're very sweet and hasn't tried to eat your feet at all.
That's comforting.
Yes, he's done it to Katsuki a few times now.
Oh,
He's fascinated with her. I'm not sure why.
I think it's because she's a cat.
Wait, what about me being a cat?
Hodris's little dragons try to eat your feet in the night when you're sleeping a few times.
You can try and play with my tail if you want.
He does not like your tail. He prefers toes.
Aw. But I can like flick my tail and it's all cute and stuff and I can like chase it. And...
It's too furry.
That's fair. It is pretty furry.
He likes to lick Kane's head just before he wakes up.
Is your dragon a cat?
Quite possibly.
Like,
I stumble out of bed 15 minutes late.
so how are these watches going?
I'll take second watch.
Second watch. Who's doing first?
I'll take first.
Okay.
I mean, not that I've been great on the rolls, but hey, I'll try.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
I'll take any watch. I don't require armor.
Yeah, you can you're probably like best probably either taking first or last, just because you probably closer to last, so that way you are the only one without night vision, so that way you can
I'll take last then.
you get a little bit more daylight in your watch. Mm-hmm.
No, the knowledge will probably sit with him because he has dark vision and blind sight.
Okay. First watch. Go ahead and roll me your perception, please. Okay. It seems like nothing is going on.
Uh-oh.
You were.
Uh-oh.
You were. Your eyes were still dilated.
Yeah. I may have puffed a little too hard.
Your
The dry eyes are getting me.
There you go. Cool. Second watch. Roll perception.
11.
11. Probably around this time. We'll say it's about 11:30ish at night. Kevin and Patrick finally stumbles back onto camp, looking absolutely haggard, but he kind of like, "Hey, how's it going?" as he slumps off of Patrick.
I'll just lean over him as he starts to slump off. The boar person waits your package.
Boar person? What?
I'll describe the man to him.
Gesso?
Is that his name?
Yeah, he's got like a house or something, like in the woods, further like up the road. He's
Where
kind of
is
weird,
his
but I mean, he
house?
always like pays for stuff. So, what? He was here?
Yes, he killed your women.
What? Why?
I planned to set his house on fire.
They did?
I will.
You're. Oh man, are you really?
He's insulted my honor.
Huh. But he's waiting my package. Well, he's not getting it now. That's just.
His package belongs to me by right.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Good. Pat his head.
I'm just. Absolutely. As he, like, goes through his bag and he hands you a fair amount of. Yeah.
Stole this man's package.
Like, and he's just like, see if I deal with, like, everyone I meet on the road during my postal routes again. Like, alright, Kevin kind of goes off into sleep. Third watch, go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
You'll get advantage because the pseudo dragon's helping.
Mm-hmm.
Am I third or fourth? I thought
think
Melody was third.
this is
Yeah,
definitely.
I think Melody's third.
Yeah, Melody, you'll be third on your watch, please. Just because the night is definitely longer in the winter, it's gonna definitely take 4 of you. Great. With a 17, as you're kind of, I don't know if Arissa goes to bed or she goes into the night. But as you're like, it's your turn.
Start a fire? No, I'll go sleep. I can't.
As it's your turn, as it is your turn, you do definitely hear the sound of boars. With a 17, there seems to be at least like like a pack of like 4 of them at the very least. And they're not like approaching you or anything, but they're definitely just like, yo, like, we know you're here and we're watching you over sort of ordeal.
So they're grumpy piggies.
They're grumpy piggies.
So Melody goes and like gets some bread and like breaks it up, goes off to the edge and like drops it there and goes back to where she's watching everything.
Roll persuasion. Oh my god. I don't think that. Damn. Shit. As soon as you kind of like do that, you see from like the fire glow, because pig's gonna pig. You see this big gray giant boar kind of come out into the night and like reflect on like the fire, like reflecting across his matted skin, like there's blood on his face.
I mean, she has dark vision too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. As he comes to the edge of the camp and like sniffs at the bread and then like gobbles it up, and kind of like turns and like. And I don't know if you've ever encountered wild boars. They're fucking terrifying. Like, pigs are scary.
She's just standing there, like, smiling, like...
like,
trying to remember to breathe.
When I say giant boar, like, this pig is... This is a pig. Like, he is,
Hogzilla.
He is Hogzilla, yeah. He is a good...
He's like 1,000-pound, like, hog that went feral.
Giant boars are considered large beasts, so he's like 10 feet long and probably about 8 feet high.
Yeah, she's just smiling, like, did you want more?
Like, it breathes out and you see it's like, you know, its breath is so hot that it almost steams when it comes out of his mouth in the cold weather.
So she like just puts out more bread and just kind of sits back and just like,
Is it like just eats the entire loaf and like again sits up and looks at you. As if wanting more.
She just grabs her. She sets aside like 4 pieces of bread and gets the rest of the bread that she has in her bag and just dumps it all out and keeps the 4 pieces for everyone else.
He eats all of this bread, and we'll say this is toward the ends of your watch, so Kane, this is essentially what you're gonna wake up to, is Melody feeding this massive pig all of the bread.
There's
So
4 that
I'm
she
gonna
put
light
aside
a
for everyone.
torch.
Yeah. You can see him in the firelight from the glow of, like, your campfire. It's not, like, he's within, like, there's at least a 30-foot glow from this campfire, so you can at least see him.
So I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Melody and I'm gonna stick it in the ground between us, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna put her in her tent, and I'm gonna just keep the torch between me and the pig.
Alright, roll me an intimidation.
It's like while he's rolling that, Melody's pouting like, we're friends now.
13? Okay. As you're kind of, like, standing there, like, standing your ground, because he rolled a 12 on his, like, check for this. He sort of just, like, doesn't, like, quickly, but takes his time, like,
I don't pressure him.
Yeah.
I just want comfortable distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely takes his time, like, stepping back and going back, like, into the night to, I guess, into the darkness where he belongs.
Melody says bye-bye before she goes into the tent. Bye.
I tuck her in and say, "Don't do that again."
Oh, we're friends now.
He would have eaten you if he ran out of bread.
No, I had other stuff to feed him.
That thing eats endlessly. Good night. Kiss her on the forehead and go to my watch.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and roll me a perception, please. And you're at you're gonna have a normal one if the dragon is helping you.
Yeah, the dragon's helping.
Yeah, so it cancels out your disadvantage for not having night vision.
Woo!
But it's a 6. And as far as you can tell, the pigs are gone. Or at least the big guy's gone. As the sun begins to rise and and songbirds, even in winter, begin to kind of chip away. You see like a cardinal just red as the day sort of as fire just kind of flies by you and is kind of picking at some of those leftover crumbs that were left over from the pig. And it is morning, and you guys all rouse unsaved, probably avoiding a very tough fight for now. So how do you proceed through your day?
I'm gonna take the package that was given to me and open it.
Okay. It looks like a bunch of weed, but like
I hand it over to Cat.
like I don't know what you expect Kevin to be delivering but, to this guy that lives in the woods.
I acquired this. I stole it from the boar man who insulted us.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to smoke it all then.
That
Kevin's
sounds
like,
a
yeah,
plan.
that's you guys is free of charge, because fuck that guy. He lights
Get
up.
out.
To
fuck
set his
him.
house
Like,
on fire.
I was really becoming I thought I was finally gonna have not just one wife, but 5. And he ruined that for me. Just,
Where's his house?
it's like 4 miles, 5 miles up the road, and then like 2 into the forest, so you can...
I hand Orisa the torch and climb into the cart, expecting to go.
It's morning. You didn't even have breakfast yet.
I am already done with this place.
We are to eat first. Melody prepared us breakfast, and then we can set things on fire.
Patrick is sitting with you though, because Patrick is like just saw somebody go into the fucking cart and is like, oh, it's time to go. We're going for a ride. Like,
Breakfast to go.
yeah, and Kevin's like, do you really want to like set that guy's house on fire?
He dishonored me, yes.
You want to do it like now or do you like? Is that what you want to do?
Yes. When he's asleep.
Oh, so okay, so when he's asleep. So we're gonna like stake out this guy's house, is what you're saying? We're gonna we lost a Mitchie.
She was so not down for the setting this place on fire.
We lost a Mitchie. No, your power went out. Do you have a phone?
Oh, hey, look! I'm both Kane and Katsuki.
It's okay. Let me fix the cameras real quick, y'all, as I can't roleplay Kevin and fix cameras. Like, where's OPS? Oh my god, here we are.
Talk a bit of arson, crash the server.
Yeah, it's okay. It wouldn't be a Val stream if we didn't have internet problems, especially like with me DMing. If I'm not DMing, it's fine. When I DM, nothing goes right. Like, this is why I just do things for other people now. Like, alright, let's fix cameras real quick, y'all. Sorry about that. Unless Mitchie is able to... In other news, Orc commits arson. So... Let's,
Can we just light the whole entire forest on fire and say we burned his house down?
I did definitely roll really well for Kevin for his, like, survival checks. Like, luckily, he is a ranger, so, like, making a fire is not a huge deal for him. And able to, like, burn bodies and stuff is not a huge issue for him. Like, he was able to succeed in that. But man, power went out. That is awful. Burn the forest down. Like,
The scout supports this.
burn the forest.
Scout supports orc arson. Support your orcs.
Go ahead and roll me persuasion to like, and it's against like everyone here should be like trying to like to see if you want. I mean, if you want to burn the house down with Urissa, don't roll it. If you're like a little bit on the fence, I would like it to be
Burning the house down. You don't get a say in the matter.
Does anybody
No, I mean, he's the spree killer. We should get the spree killer.
Kane goes, and just goes with it.
Mal, are you gonna try and contest going to burn this guy's house on fire?
No, he kills people.
No.
I'm okay with burning his house down.
All right, and Kevin's like, you know what? Fuck that guy. Let's go burn down his house. Like, he's like, fuck him. Let's do it. We're burning down this guy's house, guys. I love it.
He insulted the one person he shouldn't have.
It's
Yeah, I
true.
said it was going to be hilarious when it happened, and it's going to be hilarious.
All right. Okay. So, however, that being said, your bard is going to be a little bit apprehensive about it for right now, and it's like, but who's gonna watch the cart and the horse? And is gonna maybe think it might be okay to stay with the cart and the horse for right now. Did you guys, and Kevin's gonna ask you, it's like, do we want to like leave it here, or do we want to get closer to his house and then sneak in through the forest there? Like, how are we gonna do this, guys?
We we should leave it here and sneak in.
I
We
agree.
don't want attraction towards us.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, do we want to, like, go on so, the way that I get to his house is I go down this road, like, 4-ish miles, and then I cut through the forest, or do we just want to, like, cut out the middleman and just go straight through the forest?
What do you think is best?
Well,
Now that Kane's successfully mentally disarmed, can you roll persuasion to get him on board? Or is that previous persuasion enough?
no, that 21, like, she rolled persuasion. Like,
Okay,
you
that's
were
enough.
trying to roll, like, a
Against her?
like, against it. Like, yeah.
Okay. Let's just cut out the middleman.
Cut out the middleman.
Stealth all the way through the forest.
Okay.
Most of us have advantage against difficult terrain.
Yeah, and you have a ranger with you, so that does definitely help. I actually have to put. You know what I don't have in here is Kevin's character sheet. If Kevin's gonna get in a fight with y'all, possibly, like, maybe we should have that. It's a good thing I have a vault. But yeah, no, Kevin is just like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Arson! I just imagine it to be like Kevin just like standing up and like just screaming, and it's just like arson, like, and it's like, oh wait, cool, nobody's here. As he's like, yeah, all right, let's do this. Let's go burn this guy's house down. Let's go burn this guy's house down. The 4 of you begin your trek to follow Kevin into the into the forest to go find this guy's house. It is definitely going to be a group survival check, so it'll be like an average, but everyone does get advantage because you do have Kevin with you, and this is his terrain. The forest is his terrain, so you guys should be fine. Let's see, where is
Survival?
Can we also roll stealth?
survival first, and then I will do stealth. Like, we're gonna do
Nice. 15 across the board.
bam.
Dragon rolls a 19.
Okay, so
He's flying, so that makes sense.
17, 21, 13, 19. Very, very good. Oh, he gets advantage because it's freaking. Oh man, it's a good thing because Kevin actually rolled like shit. Like,
Thanks, Kevin.
like, Kevin is just rolled like hot garbage.
I don't think my roll came out.
It didn't come out.
I'm clicking.
Uh-oh. Roll 20 being a jerk.
Possibly.
Let me click something else just to make sure it's working. I'm going to roll an attack.
Mm.
I'm not actually attacking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, seems to work. I'll just roll it. I got your shit up here.
There it is. Survival.
There's your survival, an 8. Okay, which is also what Kevin rolled. Yeah, no, he's gonna, but luckily enough, like, you have, like, some really high survivals in there, so you don't get lost on your way there. And as you guys sort of get closer to where, Kevin imagines that it's supposed to be, as far as this guy's house is, he's gonna do his thing where he's like, huh, halt, as if he's some very important gnome leader, and it's like, we should proceed quietly. His pigs are everywhere. And this is when you roll stealth.
I am rolling hard coverage today.
Mm-hmm.
So 17 for me.
10,
I'm feeling pretty
19,
stealthy right now.
17. Oof. 9.
Dragon rolled a 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He ran into a tree, knocked some snow on him.
You know what? He's not gonna hang out there. Because he's busy. Oof. Okay. So the lot of you creep up into this forest. Najal has a moment where he just kind of like he's going through like the trees and the canopies or whatever, but he ends up like hitting like a tree branch just enough to like shake off like the snow pile on it, and it sort of like definitely makes noise. Only so that enough is to kind of indicate you guys that even though some of you were stealthy, you might have set off a warning with that because of that like low stealth that he thus proceed with caution. As you guys approach, you do see a small cabin. There is some smoke coming out of the chimney. What do y'all want to do?
I'll lean towards the group and whisper, I'll send the dragon in with a torch. Burn his porch. It should be dry.
Okay.
Like, where, like, the pine, I assume it's, like, piney area, the drier parts, and then have him break the window and throw a torch in there. Full on arson.
So your dragon is gonna go that way. And as he approaches with his torch, kind of like almost appearing out of nowhere is a spectral maul going to whack at your pseudo dragon, almost like a spiritual weapon. Cause somebody's a cleric. Like, yeah. Whoops. Like, let's just piss off a fucking cleric, guys. It's fine. Like, all right, cool. So spiritual weapon. Boop. Oh man, that doesn't want to work correctly because it's an NPC. It's its spell attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's +4 plus his proficiency bonus. Okay. So 20. What's your dragon's AC?
13.
13 hits with the spiritual weapon. So its damage on that is on hit a D8 plus your spell modifier. We're just grabbing actual physical dice. That is max damage.
Oh.
I rolled an 8. so 8
Nell
plus
just burst
8,
into
9,
a bunch
10,
of
11,
flowers.
12. It's at least it's just because he has +6.
Yes.
So
Nell has 7 HP.
Yeah. So he kind of
he does drop the torch.
Yeah. The torch drops before it just kind of like falls into the snow. As you see, kind of like from like around the edges of the house, you see 2 humanoid boars.
Oh no, it's the demon underboar.
It's 2 humanoid boars walking out, and then kind of like coming out of his house, you see Jesso, this cleric of Malar, who is going to be like, I see that you have decided to challenge me. so be it. And it is time to roll initiative, guys.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Okay, let's roll for Kevin. Oh, nice job, Kevin. Okay. Jesso's initiative. I'm just going to do that right here because that makes it easy for me. 16. Okay. Alright. Initiative. Cool. So, and we have 2 werewolves that are in humanoid form. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Their dex is a +0, so that's...
Mal, you gonna roll initiative?
Huh?
I did.
Yeah, Mal rolled. Mal
Oh,
rolled a
okay.
10.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, Mal
Yeah.
rolled a 10. Alright, cool. This is not an easy fight, just to let you guys know. This is gonna be a pretty rough one. So I'm sorry ahead of time. Alright, so 20. Okay. 6, 10. Alright, and then cool. So first up will be Kevin, then Arissa, Werebore 1, Jesso, Mal, Werebore 2, and then Kane. I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back before we get into the meat of things.
Okay, so I have 2 AoE spells. Well, excuse me, 1 AoE spell. That can hit multiple people. Don't enter it because it will hurt you.
Alright. Kevin is going to start off with casting Hunter's Mark on Jesso as a bonus action. Because fuck that guy and he's a ranger. And then with his, for a gnome, his heavy crossbow attack him. I just gotta look at heavy crossbows real quick.
1d10.
That's what I thought. Okay, Kevin. Jesso's AC is a...
Same as Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Only Eldritch Blast gets a lot of modifiers.
16. And Kevin hits. With his heavy crossbow. D6. Oh no, he did a total of 3.
Damage is damage.
Yep.
I don't care.
8 reduced. Well, the Hunter's Mark damage isn't, but the other stuff is. So, gotcha. All right. That's Kevin's turn. Arissa, go ahead. You have 2 humanoid werebores and Jesso. We'll say they are roughly where you guys were at. a full movement to get there.
Okay. Are the wereboars together?
So let's say that, like, there's your house. Yeah, Jessa that came out of his front door kind of pissed at you guys, and the werewolves kind of came from either side of the house. So they're on each corner of the house. The house is roughly like 15 feet. But like either, like, you can get to one of them into either movement. So the two werewolves 15 feet across with Jesso in the middle in a line.
Okay.
We'll
I'll save that spell then, because they're not close enough together. Well, I could drop it on, but I'll save it. But I will kind of press a hand to my chest and cast the spell. Warlock, it has to be the highest level.
Nice.
There's a growth of spikes and ice, kind of almost in an elegant curvature around her.
Very nice. Cool. And that is an action. Do you have any bonus actions that you would like to do?
No.
Okay. Alright then. We're at the first werebore then, who is going to charge. And he is going to go ahead and charge at Kevin, because Kevin's the first one that attacked. So he's going to charge at Kevin with his tusk. Oof. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 does not hit, so luckily enough does not hit with his tusk, but we'll take out his own weapon because he gets a multi-attack as a werebore, and the maul is definitely going to hit Kevin for 8, 9 for 10 damage. Okay, so Kevin gets hit by a maul. And we're now at Jesso, who, what does Jesso fucking do? What can Jesso do? Well, first, he will move his spiritual weapon over to Arissa, seeing you're within range of spiritual weapon, and he will swing his spiritual weapon at you, and that's his bonus action. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hit you? Misses, okay. Spiritual weapon will miss you. And then he will cast Bane on the 4 of you. So you're going to all need to make saves. Shot saves, please. Of 15. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Very nice! Wow! And of course, Kevin fails his shot save. So Kevin is baned.
Damn it, Kevin!
Kevin's baned! Kevin is baned. Cool. Poor Kevin. That's his turn. Mal, it is your turn.
Okay. So how far is Jessup from me?
Well, it's about 30 feet. He's a full round of movement. Normal movement.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll move towards him,
Okay.
since I'm a close combat character.
Heck yeah.
Alright. And then do I get to attack as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Boink.
An 18 should definitely hit him.
I would hope so. It would be scary if it didn't.
Yep, an 18 does hit him. His AC is 16, just to let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way you're not always like, does it hit him? It's like his AC is 16. I'll let you know that. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage for your unarmed strike, please.
Oops.
Oops, it's okay.
How do I do that again?
Just click on the chat, like, the unarmed strike. Yeah. There you go. So you do a total of 4 damage, or supposedly 4 damage, with your attack. Do you want to go with your monkey abilities to do anything else? Like, do you want to use your bonus action for another attack or for a flurry of blows? Or
yeah, I'll do another attack.
Okay. Bonus action for your attack. Go ahead. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Cool.
Rawr.
Nice.
Spree killing is not good. Make better decisions, Jessup.
Like, as you kind of go and, like, punch him, like, even, like, though you're hitting and it's making, like, contacts with him, you definitely notice that as great as you are at attacking, this doesn't seem to really have an effect on him. And you can make an insight on that.
Okie dokie.
14. Yeah, you're like, there are two werewolves here. Were creatures are usually pretty tough, and really, really good were creatures are kind of immune to certain attacks. That aren't, yeah. But you're faced off with this guy. So.
Oh well.
It's okay.
I made a choice.
It's okay. You did. You made a choice. It is the second wereboar's turn, and you're on his boss, or his brother, or his daddy, who knows. So he's going to charge you with his tusk. I don't think that actually hits you. Let me just check real quick. Okay, plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does a 12 hit you? Mal?
No. 14.
Alright. He'll go with his second attack, which is his maul, though. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And a 14 does not hit you either, I'm guessing.
Well, my armor class is 14.
Is 14, then the maul does hit you. And so you're going to take the damage from the maul.
I thought it was defer to players.
Nope, it's AC matches. This is the way that I do it for sure, and it's the normal way.
Okay, it's house rules and fine.
Yeah, AC. If your AC, the hit matches your AC, it's attacker wins. If it's saving throws, defender wins. That's how it goes. Which I think is actually just standard rule in general. But that being said, that hits you for not great. Sorry. For 12 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
You're not nice there, Mr. Pig.
He is not nice. No.
Alright, I'm at 14.
Okay. Alright. Now we are at Kane.
Guess what? I can do that special ability too, and I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna throw a javelin at that guy.
You miss. Even with a 14.
Well, it doesn't matter. The important thing is I gain damage resistance.
That is true. Very true. Alright, cool. Top of the round, we are at Kevin.
Don't fuck it up, Kevin.
Kevin is going to run forward, seeing that his cat friend is in trouble, and is like, "Hey, Mao, catch!" And he's gonna throw a dagger at you to catch.
Okay.
I need you. Like, it's not a throwing dagger, it's just a knife. Go ahead and just, like, roll me. It's two dexes, so it's his dex against your dex to see if you catch it. He rolled a 15. If you roll lower than a 15, something bad
Don't catch
happens.
it.
Ooh, that's a 7.
Doesn't she have the monk ability to aerial swipe?
Not quite yet. She's
No,
only she's only
still.
level 3.
Gotcha.
You go out to reach for it, and it does slightly it doesn't cut you, but it just like bounces off your hand, kind of thing. So it's on the floor, so you will have to like spend time to pick up that weapon on your round. But he's just like, it's a +1 dagger. It's It's magical. It's really good. So, if you just want to add like a +1 dagger to your inventory temporarily for your attacks, you can do that. But that's all Kevin has on him. Well, Kevin has a lot of weapons on him, but that's his only, like, that and his crossbow are his only magical weapons, so, but that should help you out, at the very least, since you're up there in melee. Cool. That is Kevin's turn.
Okay.
So, Arissa, go ahead.
Where are Boar Boy and Gesso together?
Yeah, so
Or-
you have one Boar, Gesso, and Mao sort of within that that sort of radius, and you have one Boar in your face.
That's fine. So it doesn't hit Mao. I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers
Nice.
on Boar Boy and Jessup.
Nice. Alright, Cloud of Daggers. You feel the air spinning daggers, a 5-foot cube. Very nice. Center at a point you choose a creature. It takes 44 slashing damage from the spell's area at higher levels. Alright, cool. So go ahead and... So that's 5 damage to both of them, and it's magical damage, so they take it. What is the normal?
And I'll turn to the boar next to me and just smile as a bonus action. I'll move away from him at my full speed.
There we go.
Next to Mao. Because I have the aggressive orc feature.
Yep. 34 on that guy.
And I'm concentrating.
Then -5 will be... There we go. Alright, cool. It is the wereboar that was at face value with you. How far away did you move from him?
My full as close as I get up to Mao.
As close as you can get up to Mao. Alright, cool.
Yeah,
he's
my
gonna
full 30 feet.
come after you. Like, just mad because, one, you left his range of attack and he wasn't able to do anything about it because you're an orc. And he's gonna come after you and try to charge at you.
Sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Does a 15 hit you?
Yes, but he takes 10 damage from me.
He does take 10 damage from you, but I need you to roll a strength save, please.
Yes. I'm just making sure orcs don't have some bullshit feet. 10.
Oh man, you are knocked prone.
Okay.
Yep, you are knocked prone.
And my spell's still up.
Cool, because of the concentration? Yes, it is.
Mhm.
And the damage from that will be not great. Oh, why am I rolling so good? The damage from that is 10 slashing damage.
She still looks very healthy.
Yep, 10 slashing damage. And then after he gores you with his tusk, is going to come down with his maul. At your prone, so he has advantage. That 18 plus stuff, I'm assuming, definitely hits you. And this is for another 9 slashing.
Okay.
Okay. And how much damage he took from the 10
He took
damage,
10.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Just getting my
10
math
cold
together.
damage. I guess that's how the armor reads, cold damage.
Yeah, because Kevin was next to you. And he originally did Kevin, but... Yeah, I'm just getting my placement in my imagination going. 40.
Yeah. So 10 cold damage to him and 5 to the other two.
Gotcha.
Not cold, slashing.
Just getting my math together. Alright, that is that first guy. And now we have Gesso. Who's in your cloud of daggers. Does he take damage now?
Oh no, the spell went down because you hit me again.
Because I did hit you. That spell is down.
Yeah.
Kind of shake that shit off. Ooh, I have to roll a Oh, spiritual weapon's not a concentration, but Bane is.
Nope. Yes.
Bane goes down
Okay.
on Kevin. Like, Bane goes down on Kevin. Alright, so, bonus action is gonna take that spiritual weapon that was originally on Orissa. So it's all the way back there. So it's actually gonna go ahead and swing at Tall Cane. So, does a dirty 20 hit you?
A dirty 20 does hit me.
Okay. This is magical bludgeoning damage, just to let you know. For 7. It's bludgeoning or force? I think it's bludgeoning. I'm looking at his character sheet real quick. That's a heavy crossbow. Jesso, where are you? See, this is what happens when I just can't have all the character sheets right in front of me, despite display capture. Like, you're lucky that Big Boar really, really, really liked the bread, because he stayed behind, because he is nasty. These guys are nasty too, but I don't think you guys wanted to fight him as well. Alright, so just so
You underestimate my flaw.
right? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It says bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for rage. I don't know about magical.
If it's magical, then it doesn't count. Like the magic damage.
Magic, okay.
Yeah, because it's magical, it does count for full damage. His Mason Hammer.
Would that be negated by jammies?
By what?
Jammies?
Like, unless something in Planeswalker says that he's resistance against magical damage. But it is magical bludgeoning. Okay, cool. That makes it Mal's turn.
Okie dokie. I will attack with my little dagger.
You're gonna pick up the dagger, and you're gonna miss.
I am gonna miss.
You can make an unarmed strike. You can do the boars. You don't necessarily have to do the cleric.
I know. Yeah, I guess I will attack the boar that lay my friend prone there.
Okay.
All right. Wait. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice. You nat 20. You punched this boar in the nads, I'm guessing.
Mean, terrible, horrible boar.
It does connect. It doesn't seem to do as strongly as you would like it to do, but it does seem to have, like, it's not as bad as the other guy. Like, so it's enough to make him go and, like, turn his attention on you. It's like, fuck that kitty bitch. Like, and which makes it the boar's turn. It's Wereboar 2's turn, and he is going to go ahead and maul you, Mal, since you're within 5 feet. Okay, an unnatural 20, so a dirty 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yep. All right, cool. 7 bludgeoning damage, please.
Okay.
Okay. And he's not gonna tusk you. He's only gonna do that if he charges, and he can't charge. So we're up to Kane. Kane, it's your turn.
All right, I'm combining things here, so bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
Mobile, particularly the last part. Reckless attack.
Mm-hmm.
And my great axe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move up to board 2.
All right. The weapon gets an attack of opportunity on you. Misses dramatically. The spiritual weapon nat one. That is just his reaction though. So good on you. Okay. And you're going after which boar?
Board 2.
Board 2. Okay. which is the one that knocked prone. Ooh, they have natural armor. 10 hits. Oh, excuse me. It does not.
Okay, attack 2.
23 definitely hits. Cool.
And I don't think it's my rage damage.
Nope, that's not your rage damage. Go ahead and do your rage damage.
How do I calculate rage damage?
Does
It's
reckless,
1 or
and it's
2.
reckless attack that gives you the extra attack, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you advantage should you attack me.
Okay.
So my rage is what, +2 or +3?
I don't know. I don't play a barbarian.
Reckless only affects the first attack.
No,
Oh.
it's
When you make your first attack on your turn.
second. I'll arcane this.
Okay. So you do that just that one amount of damage. All right, cool. So, again, it connects. It does damage, just not as much as you were hoping to do, but it does do damage on the boar. Cool. We are back at the top of the round with Kevin, who does have his hunter's
Rage is +3.
Okay. Who does have his hunter's mark on Gesso and will thus attack Gesso. Misses Gesso.
God damn it.
God damn it, Kevin. Damn it, Kevin! Okay. Arissa, it is your turn.
Alright. If my dagger hits, I'm gonna add booming blade to it.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yep, absolutely. Are you gonna stand up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say no. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Stand up.
Use half your movement to stand up.
Yeah.
It does not
this
hit.
one.
Or it does not hit either of them. The normal boars are 11, the wereboars are 11, and Gesso is 16. Just to let you guys know.
I can't attack twice at this level, so.
Yeah. So it does not hit. We're all crowded around this man's porch. So, Werebore 1, who is the less hurt one, who was not the one that knocked you prone, but is on Mao, is going to go after Mao with his maul and hits. Oh no. I max damage, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15 slashing damage. Are you okay? Are you up?
I am at -6. No, I'm trying to do math.
Oh no. My dice are nasty
Yes, they are.
today to you guys. Okay. Are you up?
Am I up? No,
Yeah.
I'm at -6.
You're at -6. Okay, so you're just at 0. You're unconscious. Okay, gotcha. All right, you're unconscious. Jesso's, it's his turn now, is going to move his spiritual weapon closer to Kevin and go after Kevin. Misses Kevin. Thank God. And then is going to take his maul and go after Arissa. Yes. Oh, hits. God, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, I'm assuming hits you.
Yes.
Okay, so 9, 10, 11, for 12 damage. Rough guys. And, like, as he, like, kind of, like, smacks you across with his maul, and he's like, the weak don't deserve to be in my forest. And it's serious business now, and you get the feeling he intends to kill you. Cool. That being said, it is Werebore 2's turn, who is going to maul Kane, seeing that the cat is down. Kane, I'm guessing 21 hits you right now?
Of course.
Yeah. God, what is going on with my dice? Cool. And is going to hit you for... Look, this is not as bad as it's been. For 8 damage. And it's just regular bludgeoning, so you will probably reduce that because you're raging.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So that's half.
And I need Mal to make a death saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a success. Kane,
Yay!
it is your turn.
All right. You rolled with advantage, right?
I did.
Okay, correct. Boar 2.
Who are you going after? Wereboar 2? You definitely hit with Wereboar 2. Okay.
So 8.
8? Okay. Okay. Excellent job for now. We're back up the top of the round with Kevin, who is going to... He had moved closer to throw you the dagger to get into range, so he's going to move closer to you, Mal. And he's going to, like, you can't do this, kitty! Like, going under the wereboar's, like, legs because he's a gnome. And he is going to cast a level 2 Cure Wounds on you. Like...
Yay!
Oh
Go,
my
Kevin!
god!
Fuck Kevin, right?
I maxed out on healing with his 2d8s. So you're up for so you're up for 16. And I believe it's spell modifier as well. So you are up for 22 actually. Like, it's a really good ranger.
Go, Kevin!
His wisdom is dope, okay? Like, he's like, Kitty, please, I love you. Like,
Clear!
get up, Kitty. Like, and you're up for 22 HP. But now Kevin is in the midst of all of this. Orissa, it's your turn.
Alright, I didn't need to do that because I had another spell prepped in case, Mal was gonna suffer. So I'll just, point my hand, kind of just put my hand towards Jesso and say, oops, as I cast Eldritch Blast. Miss, fuck.
It misses.
Not me.
I know!
Roll
You
20.
guys keep missing.
I hate Roll20 so much. Yeah, I should have just rolled my dice.
Anyway, next time. There are, oh man, who still has a nat 20? Mal has a nat 20, just to let you guys know. Mitchie has 3, by the way, and it's not in this fight. Like, yes, but yes, just to remember, guys, you can gift everyone nat 20s and rerolls with either 100 biddies for the rerolls or a sub for a nat 20, or you can give me a nat 1 that they can force upon me. So, you can help, guys. Help them. Help them. Help them. With that, it is Werebore 1. Who, does he notice if Mao is up? He does not. But there is Kevin. And he's gonna come
Poor
down
Kevin.
with his maul onto Kevin. And misses.
Yes! Go, Kevin!
Kevin's like, ooh, he matrices out of there because he's just so tiny. Go, Kevin. And now we have Jesso, who, because you just tried to Eldritch Blast him, is definitely gonna try and have his way with you, Orissa, as he is going to cast... I didn't give him the best fucking spells, but that's okay. So, noticing that you are a spellcaster, is gonna go ahead. He will cast Silence.
Just turn to him and hold up my hands and just go.
It does mean that he has some of his things he won't also be able to cast, but he is casting Silence, a 20-foot bubble of silence, because he is feeling better about being hit than he is about using his magic kind of thing. His spiritual weapon is still up though, and he can just motion it to move, so it's going to move and it's going to try and hit Kane in the back of the head. I rolled a 14 plus
15.
Yeah, but he hits his plus 5 to that, so it hits
Okay.
him.
30,
Yeah.
15. 30, 19.
Yeah, and he goes to and that's for 7 magical bludgeoning on you. Okay, that's his turn. Mal, it's your turn.
Yay! I'm gonna attack the boar who tried to kill me.
Okay,
That did not go well.
you're gonna use your movement to get back up, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Can I take another attack?
Yes, you can use a bonus action to do a second attack. It has to be an unarmed strike, though.
Yeah.
14 does hit him. All right,
So
cool.
5
So the
damage.
boar that got you down, which was
2,
wereboar
I believe.
1, I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
So that's cool. All right, awesome. Let's keep going. Are you guys going to finishing this battle, or would you like to go? Okay, cool. Just seeing how we're gonna do this in my mind as we're closing in on 2 o'clock. Let's keep going. All right, cool. That is Mao's turn. Wereboar 2 is going to go after Kane. He nat ones, so he does not hit you. Which means that it is Kane's turn.
I'm looking up NDI cameras for my phone, so I can get a webcam and use real dice.
Go ahead.
All right. Mind if I use real dice?
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Rolling to attack.
Okay.
6.
No.
Yeah, I know.
You don't hit him.
That would have been on the main guy.
Yeah, you don't hit him for sure. It's okay.
Getting my cord out of the way that stopped me.
All right, cool. We're back up the round with Kevin, who is now in the midst of all these things, and it's this tiny gnome who is normally very much raged, and it's looking at everyone, and it's like, okay, well, shit. And he's gonna get his short sword out and attack with his short sword on Wereboar 2, with his bonus action moving his Hunter's Mark to Wereboar 2. And he hits, so he halves his short sword damage since that he has great weapon. He's a level 4, so he got his feet, and he got great weapon mastery as his feet, so that's why he has so many weapons. Just weapons everywhere that he's proficient in as a ranger. Like, okay, so short swords can be dex based. So 1, 2, 6. All right, not bad on Kevin's part. Even after resistances, dealing still 6 damage on this guy because yay, Hunter's Mark. I'm trying to do my math here. There we go. Dope. Math done. And that's Kevin's turn. We are now at Arissa.
Alright, I'm gonna unarmed strike Jesso.
Alright. Just gonna punch him.
So 17 plus 4
You hit him.
for 3 bludgeoning damage, and can I tackle him to the ground?
So the bludgeoning damage doesn't do anything?
That's fine.
But you just want to tackle him? Are you
Is
trying?
Is his silence a concentration?
Silence is a concentration, yes.
Yeah.
Instead of, I would like for you to roll, if you want to do your 17 to grapple him instead of attack him.
Yes, okay.
Let's do that, and then the 2 of you can do opposing strength checks
Okay,
to see if you can just wrestle him to the ground.
Alright. I count as one size larger if that's the difference.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Because I'm
opposing
fucking
strength.
orc.
Oh man, what is your strength?
So I'm using my aggressive feat.
Mhm.
Powerful build. My strength. Cool. It's a nat 20 plus 2.
You wrestle him to the ground. He's just like, and roll a perception for me.
Funny?
He's strangely turned on about this.
Just look at him and just look.
Like, at this point, like, he's just, like, lying on the ground, pinned to the ground by this orc, and is just sort of like, maybe I was wrong. And, like, his brow kind of waggles at you.
I just quirk my eyebrow at him.
It's like,
Just point to the...
if this was the kind of challenge you wanted, you could have just asked. Like,
I'm just like, I mean, the cabin's right there. The other two can kill you. I'm sure.
Okay, roll persuasion. Like, I don't...
Do I use my dice?
roll persuasion.
Oh, fuck up. Roll. Roll 20 screwed me over enough. Amazing. 15.
That's higher than his. As you like tackle this man, this cleric of Valar to the ground, he screams "Halt!" and his boar friends like withdraw, and he's like, "She has certainly proven her strength. Go back to your duties." As they're like, "Oh, okay, whatever, boss." As like they as they kind of like hobble away, and he's still like down on the ground, and he's gonna look at like the rest of your party, and it's like, I don't really like an audience, but
Kane is swinging at air for a minute, still raging.
He's like, you have proven your strength, and you are a worthy challenger. So we're gonna do this? Like, do you...
I'll just grab him by the back of the neck and shove him towards the cabin.
He's like,
I'm in charge.
oh, yes. And you know what? That's where we're gonna end. I didn't expect this, but I'm glad it happened. That's where we're gonna wrap up today, as the rest of you are left confused, standing outside the cabin as the orc and this cleric of Malar go into his cabin. He started some sort of fire, like a fire in his heart, like his loins. You know what? I'm just gonna have him roll a performance check real quick. You know what? He's doing a great job. Like, and with that is where we're. You know what? It's not a Val stream if someone doesn't get laid. Like, we're going to end the stream there. Thank you, everyone, for coming and showing up. That was... Yes. Like, this encounter usually almost kills or kills parties, so, but none of them has actually convinced the cleric of Malar for a romp, and but you know what? He's down. Which will be interesting, because then you get to see all kinds of fun things inside of his cabin that I get to play with later. So, yes.
I'm still setting his cabin on fire.
Sure, of course. Absolutely. So, things that are going to be going on in the channel this week, you guys. We have, tomorrow night, we have our Pathfinder 2E game that you can catch us for at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Please be sure to catch us in for that. Monday, we have Blades in the Dark. A week from today, Revenge of the Gith Season 3 will also be premiering. And then next Thursday, we have Jin will be back DMing for us. And then next Saturday, our Dragon Age campaign. Lots of TTRPG stuff going on. We are in the middle of casting another show. Hey, if you like magical girls and enjoy deconstructing them in a TTRPG setting, and by deconstructing the genre, I mean putting teenage girls through lots of trauma, as you do, hit me up, because I'm casting a TTRPG based off of the Madoka series. So that'll be, that's something. That's happening on the channel.
That is gonna be something.
It's something. So, real quick, Mitchie's power went out, but please be sure to follow Mitchie on Twitch and Twitter. She does stream. She does a lot of co-op games, I believe, like League and things like that I noticed her stream. So please be sure to follow Mitchie on that. Lich, where can we find you on the internet, my friend?
Twitter @Lichmas and twitchtv.lichmas.
Cool. Go ahead and do your Nightbot, please. And go ahead and tell me your favorite moment of the campaign.
I don't know. I don't think it's one's developed yet.
Not yet? Like,
Not yet.
For this session, you didn't have quite a favorite? Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Alright. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. You'll find me here every other Wednesday and Thursday, either as a player or as a DM, as I homebrew these guys, well, some of these guys, through Ashenfell, leading them through a world of torment and toil. And every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sunday over at Sarah's, the Hype Goblins channel, as the Barbarian Artificer, Anthony Silverhorn, and once every month over at Indoor Adventures channel as the Archfey Mobster Beltane Hawthorne, he just wants a nap, honestly. And you can find me over at Twitter at MapMakerDND.
Uncle Beltane.
He has many lives.
It's true. Alright, cool. Fairy. Oh, and also, what was your favorite campaign moment?
Probably getting to know Kevin and then going from he's such a quack to he's alright.
He's alright.
He's alright.
Kevin's okay.
He's alright.
Awesome. And last but not least, Fairy.
Alright, I'm Fairy Deficient. You can find me on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And then I'm mostly on Twitter. It's like the main place I am all of the time. It's kind of sad.
And what was your favorite moment today, please?
The ending. Come on. Best ending ever.
Very true. Very true. All right, y'all. With that, thank you all for coming and showing up. We're going to go ahead and give some love over to our friend, They in Twilight. She is a friend of the stream. She's playing some Sims 4 right now. So, being casual as fuck. So, everyone, wave goodbye as we leave. Bye!